lovely people. Today I am playing on my PlayStation. I am on the US server, and we are here because we are going to tour yet another base. And this time it is because I asked to be able to. So quite some time ago I was live with Multi, and someone in the comments section, I think named Outsideries, was in the comments section and talking about how they created a sunstone base without a sunstone base, before a sunstone base was a thing. And I got excited, and I'm still excited because I really want to see that. So we are going to go and do so, but not only has he provided us access to his original sunstone base, but also to a new sunstone base. I am reading his mail now because he says, if you want to see it in its prime, visit YouTube Achikah. She featured his old base last month, which would now be 2 months ago. I'm so sorry. I have a lot to get done, guys. And it's called Elite Fortress by Vanguard Svperman. So we're going to get to see that today, and I have intentionally avoided watching Achikah's video of this because I like to go and see it with my own eyes fresh and then go across to Achikah after, so that I'm not, coming in with foreknowledge of things. And also, I might notice some things that I wouldn't have, or I also might miss some things. I just thought, that's not good. But I try to avoid watching other people's content of things until I myself have gone and done it or seen it for myself. So that's what we're doing today. And I want to thank you so much because I was the one who asked for this. And I really want to go see. I'm so curious about how your base looks. Having been done before there was any sunstone base, then I'm so curious to also see how you've recreated it in the sunstone base. So let's go and see what Vanguard Svperman has done. And then I will also link Achikah's video in the description so that anyone who wants to go and see the original sunstone base in its prime can do so. But for now, let's go have a look. I will also likely watch that after I've done this. So, because I'm curious. I'm very, very curious.
I also just want to say that Achikah is definitely the base tour master. If you are on PC or PlayStation and want your base toured, go to her first. She is definitely first point of call for these things. But if you are on Xbox or Switch, I am definitely interested. I would love to tour your bases. And if you are on PC and PlayStation, I am also interested. But you should definitely go to Achikah first. It is what she does.
Let's go find you. Vanguard Svperman. Okay, we've got original Fortress of Solitude, Elite Fortress of Solitude. Well, we're... English and I are not friends, okay? We just have to deal with each other. That's how it is.
Oh, believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
Okay, we are going to the original Fortress of Solitude, and then we will look at the... Did you call it Elite? Elite Fortress of Solitude. I'll try to do that thing where I'm looking at you guys so that when I get in there, I can spin the camera and I don't actually see anything. Okay, spin. I think I need to zoom in on my character. There, I see colors, right? That's colors, that's me. That's me! Okay, we're good. All right, this is tech. This is the tech base, isn't it? I recognize the walls and the floor, okay. Oh, it's very close in. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, I like the pieces you've got on the wall. The music is very... All right, we've got sunstone pieces on the wall that you've turned to the side, which is very cool and smart. We've got snow. We have a lot of ice on the ceiling, and I love this wall usage. You guys, this is a smart wall usage. I believe Svperman also used these walls, and this floor piece is great here too. I feel like you've made a really lovely entrance here. I really love how you've used these pieces to be like the peak of the archway. I've not seen anybody do that before. That's clever. That looks like really intentionally man-made, like they grabbed crystals and twisted pieces around it and put it in place. Very nice. I love that. I also love how much ice you've got over the top of here, and you've got the snow flurries, like the little bit of snowfall coming down. I love this. Okay, then over this side, we've got ice and a wall. I love how you've got this archway going through here so that we can get to the teleporter like it's an entire room. And the pieces that you've got across the walls there, and the ice shards, this looks really good. I actually really love how you've taken pieces that have a bit of tech, and then a bunch of ice pieces, and made it connect to the technology behind. Like this technological wall behind looks like it is meant to be there, because you've got the tech that's in this piece here, and it just feels right, you know? That's really good. And I love that you've got the ice shards around the bottom of the teleporter there too. It looks really good. I also really like how you've got some of the floor exposed. This is nice. This is nice. Okay, we've got another one of those walls in use. More icicles from the ceiling. What is this piece? Wait, is that one piece? What is that? Did you cover it in ice? Are they ceiling ice pieces or wall ice pieces? Are they the waterfall? What are they? It looks so good. It's clearly Christmas ice pieces. Have you clipped them over the top of each other? I feel like that bottom bit is making me think of waterfall. You know, the ice waterfall pieces, but I'm not sure. That looks perfect. So perfect that if I wasn't looking for it, I would have assumed it's part of the base. Beautiful. That clipping is amazing. That looks great. I'll laugh if later on people are like, no. The tech base has ice pillars, you know? Don't think so. But that looks amazing. And I love this piece on here too. And again, with this wall, the snow. Wait. That's a waterfall. That's a waterfall piece. And you put it sideways. Oh, I love it. Look at that. That looks insane. How did you come up with that idea? That's brilliant. Oh, and you've done the same on this pillar. How did you do this? These are cool. The pillars are cool. The way you've got Superman right in the center there looks really good too with the statue and the panels on either side of him. That looks great. Actually, she shouldn't probably stand there. Just, maybe, We're not using that for the thumbnail, Laura, okay?
You always spoil my fun.
All right, let's keep going. I have to say the way you've done the walls is brilliant. Because these aren't wall pieces. These are waterfalls that you've turned to the side, right? Am I right about that? I feel like that's right. They look so cool. I love it. I would never have thought to do that. Some people have such good ideas. I'm a little jealous that you even think this way. You know, some people's brains are just awesome. Look at that. That is so thick. We can sneak behind. Oh, secret room that we're probably not meant to go into, but I went in anyway. It's my room now. We just need to put a bed in there, and she can sleep peacefully, and no one will know. No one will know that she's in there. But that's beautiful. The way you've blocked that off, and the way you've got them on the side. Beautiful. I love it. I really do. This looks can we just from here? That's amazing. That looks so good. It looks like I'm not sure where I'm going. I don't know. I love this. I love the way you've used all these pieces. Oh, the bottom of the waterfall piece is a really good bit of wall, isn't it? Cool! I have this thing, right, about when I'm building bases to try and make as much space in them as possible. I feel like that is a massive downfall in my base building, because if you use bigger pieces to make it feel more enclosed, it gives it a much more realistic feeling than what mine do. With the exception of my spring ones, I'm pretty good at that, but most of the rest, I'm not so good at that. I need to work on it. This is giving me ideas. I really like this. What is that? Waterfall pieces going from the middle out straight across the bottom and then arching from the roof. That looks great. This is great. I love your brain. I've often said when I like the way that people do things that I'd like to, crawl around in your brain. But I feel like other people would not like that, so we just won't go with it. But this is amazing. Your ideas are brilliant. And I know this piece that looks like a massive shattered piece of glass, or ice rather, from this angle, that's so beautiful. It's just the bottom piece of the large waterfall. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so clever. That's so clever. And I also really like how having that as your wall pieces gives it an elongated feeling along the wall rather than the pieces that go vertically. This is cool. This is very nice. Okay, see what I mean? That doesn't give you an elongated feeling. This does. This makes it feel like it goes on for quite some time. I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but I really love that. Not that I don't like this, but this everyone thinks of. Not everyone thinks of this. It's brilliant. And the snow coming from the ceiling again, of course. And I love your sunstone pieces that I saw across here as well. I didn't say because I was getting excited about the wall pieces. But the sunstone pieces, the ice and the snow, very lovely way of placing them. It really feels natural. Again, I really like it. I got to stop whacking the table. Let's wheel the table a little further away. When I'm less excited, I don't bang things quite so often. Okay, so then this wall goes around and there's snow there. We don't go under, right? That's just blocked off. Yep, blocked off. And then the staircase. That is so well hidden. Like, look at this. You wouldn't think there's a staircase there except that we know the base, right? Not till you get to it. This is so cool. And look at the way you've got the snow coming out further than the actual ceiling here. It makes it feel really enclosed. I love this. This is cool. I thank you. Thank you so much for giving me access. I was so excited about seeing this. I've got to say, there's a few people out there who do awesome Superman base builds. Something I will likely not do because I play female characters, and even my Woman of Super has like a crime syndicate base, not really a well, she has a sunstone base too, I will say, but it's not built quite like this. I just grabbed a sunstone base and haven't done much with it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. But I've got to stop gushing and keep moving. Let's look at this entire floor before we go up or down. Now, this is my question. Is this a water puddle? Or is this a snow piece that has transformed into a water puddle because of some issue? Puddle? Ah! Is this a snow piece that has transformed into a water puddle because of some issue with DC? Because in my Christmas base on Xbox, all of my snow pieces that I've put on my staircase now look like a water puddle like this. And a bunch of my fog pieces in my PlayStation and Switch Halloween bases have turned into whirlpools of water. And now I'm wondering if this is meant to be snow or if this is meant to be water. But I will say, if it's meant to be snow, it makes perfect sense right there, particularly with the ice piece on the wall beside it. But if it's also meant to be water, it makes sense because this section is very technologically exposed, and this seems like a warmer area with less ice, less sunstone, more of a human-built sort of feel, and this puddle makes me feel like it's started to get warmer down here and this ice is melting. So even if it's a mistake, I don't mind it. You know, it's all right. But if it's not a mistake and it's supposed to be a puddle, perfect. And if it is a mistake and it's supposed to be snow, also perfect. It's just that we can't see it right now because DC is having a little bit of a problem. Okay, but I like this a lot, and I love the amount of flurries. Is it called a flurry? Snow flurry? I think it's called a snow flurry. The piece that's on the ceiling with the snowfall. I love that in here too. It feels really, I don't know, cold. Which is lucky I'm wearing my hoodie. It's actually not a cold day for once for me. It's just warm, normal average day.
Yeah, that didn't last though.
So, the fact that I'm feeling a little cold walking through here is a testament to how accurate the scenery is. All right. Yeah, see, I knew that the tech bases didn't have ice pillars. You thought you could fool me. I wasn't fooled. I was briefly considering whether I might be mistaken because of how well you clipped it together. It blended in so well, I couldn't tell whether it was supposed to be in there or not. But this proves it. That is a pillar. It is clearly a tech pillar that you have also clipped pieces through to make it look more icy, and I love it. What is this stone piece? That looks really good there. I like that. I'm not sure what it is. But it works well. It gives it that little bit of extra depth. I'm assuming it's put in there because it can clip through the pillar and maybe the ice pieces can't. So you put it there so you could extend it out further and then have the ice shoot up above. Is that it? Maybe that's in my head. But that looks perfect. Like, that's really well put together. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks like you're going to traverse down a scary ice sunstone tunnel. I specifically requested to see this base, and I'm so glad I'm finally able to have a look at it because since having been on Multis Live, and since people have realized I've started doing base tours, I've had a lot of requests. And so I'm trying to do them in the order that I received them. This one is not a request I received. This is one I asked for. And the fact that I've delayed it this long is annoying me a little bit, so I'm really glad that I've gotten around to it today because I'm excited to see it, and I really wanted to see it. And when he mentioned that he'd made a sunstone base, but it was before sunstone bases existed, I was like, I must see this. And I must, because it's just beautiful. I love it. Look at that. Did you put an ice shard wall piece on the side of the staircase? You did, didn't you? That's beautiful. I didn't even click that that's what it was. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay. So now we have to decide up or down. I kind of like if I kept going, I probably would have kept going this way just because of how this area looks, and I would have seen the staircase first. So I feel like we should go up. Right? How good is this? I gotta say, basically from every direction that I look, the ceiling is covered by snow or sunstone or something, as are the walls, and the little bits of tech that are exposed make sense in there, because there's supposed to be tech in there. I like this. Let's go upstairs. Are these clipped on? That's just a floor piece, right? And then you got wall piece. That's upside down. That's upside down wall piece. No, that's the one that flows down the wall. I love these. This is beautiful. You've got so many ice pieces in here that I'm finding it hard to keep track of which is which. And they're clipped together, so it's like, you can't tell where one finishes and the other begins. Or I can't. I'm sure you guys can. I also love the way you put that on the side of the staircase too, the waterfall piece. I have got to say, the waterfall pieces of ice is something I get the amount that I need and stop, because I try to avoid having too many because I've got no use for them. How much of a nong am I? I have uses for them. I just didn't think of those uses, and you have. And now I'm going to keep that in mind when I'm next doing my sunstone base and my ice base, and probably my Christmas base has a bit of ice going on in there too. I might need some for that, but your ideas are brilliant, and I will be nabbing some. I've got to look at this wall. I think that's all icicle pieces that are going down. So are some of those upside down? I feel like they're wall pieces that are meant to have the spikes on the top, and you've got them going down like it's dripping, which I much prefer. That looks fantastic. All right. What is that? What is that, guys? What did you do? What is this? Is this a piece that I just don't know about? Is it multiple pieces? It's got stairs. I feel like this is a piece, right? That I just have no knowledge of. No, look at the way they're clipped. What am I standing on? Striker's Island. Okay, this is one piece, right? So are the steps. That is another piece, I think. And then these are separated? Guys! I am unfamiliar with some of this. I need information.
Don't worry, she's got it now. She has since realized that a good chunk of the items that she does not recognize are in fact from survival mode.
This is so cool. This is so cool. I love it. I feel like it's clipped pieces together, because look at the way they separate under here. It's just hard to tell because you've clipped them in so well together, and with the snow at the bottom, it looks so much like one piece. Brilliant. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. And the stairs look so good. I wonder where they're from. And the ice pieces on the wall go with it as well. And then it looks like you've blocked this area off completely. So am I meant to not go inside? Yeah, I think from what I can see, we're not meant to enter there. So it's blocked off intentionally because we don't go in, which is fine with me. It's blocked off beautifully. And the ceiling. The way you go from sunstone crystal to flurry, to sunstone crystal, to flurry, to icicles. Beautiful. It's really nice. Oh, this looks good too. Now I recognize some of these pieces. This is a lot of bits and pieces. Oh, and even the ottoman. Or feet. If you're in Australia, this is called a feet seat. Because it's a seat for your feet. And feet and seat right. So that's, we're simple-minded people.
Speak for yourself.
This is beautiful. And the way you've used it is so good. It's like the throne. It's great. All the pieces that you put in together are great. I now recognize this sunstone piece in the ceiling as well. I know it from other bases that I have recently toured, and I since looked it up and tried to find it, and I found it. So I know what that piece is now. Thank goodness. But look at this. The pieces you've clipped together, the way you've got it in front of the pillar, all the ice pieces, all the snow. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, I love it. You've even got ice shard pieces in here that reflect the light. It just looks beautiful. I'm a little in awe at the creativity of some people. This is beautiful. All right, I guess check the ceiling again. It's just beautiful. Everything you've done is beautiful. Look at the waterfall coming from all the way up there down to there. It's so nice. It's two, isn't it? It's two clipped inside of each other, one upside down and one the right way. I love it. I love this. Okay, let's go downstairs. You get, some things I don't get to fit on the staircase very well. This has fit really nicely. There's not even a gap exposing, too far away. There's not even a gap exposing the tech wall. Only the pillar that you can't put anything on is exposed, and that looks intentional, you know? It's just beautiful. I love this. I love the way you've incorporated this stone as well. It's throughout this base, and it looks so good. And it just fills the gaps where necessary, and also gives you enough space to put the ice where necessary. It's a really nice piece. Nice pieces, because there's clearly more than one type that you're using. This is really smart. How long ago did you build this? Oh, it's so great. Okay, around here. Oh, that's like a skinny set. I don't think she can fit through there. Her head is too big. Yeah. And then, oh, I see. I recognize this. This is the bottom of the ice piece again, with it looks like snow or something, snow or stone clipped in behind it to get it away from the wall. That's beautiful. I love this. Look at the pillar, guys. This pillar is disguised so well. You know, some bases have a terrible time clipping anything through the pillars. I'm wondering how much trouble you had clipping pieces around it like this, because it looks so good. I'm wondering if they clipped through, or you just had to surround it and bulk it out more, which I think might be what you've done with that stone piece there. It's really good. I can't see any hint of the pillar. Like, it's like there was never a pillar there. See, look at this! This, I bet you that was snow. That was snow, wasn't it? And the game has transformed it to water temporarily. Guys, imagine snow there! Good job. Which is perfect. And the snow piles. Actually, I don't think these are called snow piles. I believe this is called a snow pile. It's just not looking like a snow pile at the moment. This is called something else. But I don't recall the names off the top of my head, okay? I'm not that good!
Oh, believe me, no one thought you were.
Okay, so around here, a room, maybe? Oh! That looks insane! I get the feeling the whirlpools are correct in here, and this is what it's meant to look like. And if it's not, that's fine, but I gotta say, it looks amazing! And I hate the... I really dislike this rune. The only one that I really like is the large rune, because unless you get up nice and close, you can't even tell there are runes on this thing, right? It just looks like a blue circle on snow for some reason. But that's perfect and amazing use. And I love how you've hidden that inside of there also. And look at this. Oh, it's brilliant. This is insane. I love it. What is that? Is that a whirlpool on the wall too? That is a whirlpool on the wall, right? With a bunch of tendrils in front. I love it. No. Yeah. It's the other piece. I've forgotten what that piece is called. This room is freaking awesome. Ah! The use of the... I'm going to assume the whirlpools are accurate because of the piece that you've got behind there on the wall. As far as I know, that's the correct piece, and that's not something that has accidentally taken the place of something else. So I'm just going to assume this is all correct, especially the way that sunstone piece is positioned right in the middle of the circle from the whirlpool. I mean, that couldn't be chance. This is beautiful. I absolutely love it. All the pieces you've clipped together look amazing. The amount of tendrils you must have there to make it look that dense. This is awesome! This is my favorite thing. My favorite thing in this base. Oh, it's great. We have to look at the rest, but we'll come back. What is this piece over the top? Oh, it's a Superman piece. Oh, and it's got the blue crystals. Then we've got the pillar disguised again. Oh, that's the picture, right? Yeah, the one that moves. That looks great on there. Oh, I love that. It gives me a sense of movement and extra depth. Very cool. This pillar is disguised so... That's so smart! Because the pieces of ice stick out too far, so you put something in there that looks intentional. That looks great. That looks really good. I love that too. Oh, I love everything you've done. So you've got your bank hidden with a wall, your respec hidden with a wall, right? Are we meant to... We're not meant to go in. No, it's hidden. It's hidden. We don't go in there. It's just a wall. And then vendor. This is amazing. You have done an amazing job. I can't believe how good of a sunstone base you created without a sunstone base. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. I'm so jealous, and this room is just beautiful. Oh, I wish my brain was wired in a way that would have thought of this also, because this is something I could have never conceived, I believe. It looks amazing. This is great. I'm curious now to see what it was like in its prime, as you say. So Achikah's channel, here I come. But we have to look at the other base first. Okay, there's other things I have to do first, but I have to go and look at this from Achikah's tour. She does amazing base tours, guys. If anyone is interested in posting their bases for touring and you are on PC PlayStation, go to Achikah. She does really, really good job. She has base off, like, competitions. There's rewards. You should go to her channel. She does an amazing job. But beautiful. This is my favorite space in here. So creative. Okay. We need to go to your next base. Let's go to your next base. Okay, Vanguard Svperman, we are now heading to your Elite Fortress. Let's go see. Oh, I like all the bits and pieces you've got, like, clipped around your teleporter. Where am I? Oh, we're down on the ground here. We're not even at... This is where I thought I was. This is the yellow I thought I was seeing in the corner of my eye. No. Not at all what I was seeing. But I will say the fact that we appeared right here where the teleporter is kind of convenient. The way that we spawn into here is really bizarre, though. I end up in different locations in this place all of the time, and it's a little annoying. But I'm going to assume we want to look from here, right? Yes, we do. Oh, look at all the... Look at the... It's like a triangle ceiling all the way through. That looks great. Look at that. It's extended all the way across with these shards. Guys, you guys do great Svperman builds. Amazing. Oh, look. The short, are they the same piece? They are. I love the sunstone pieces you've got here, giving me that archway sense as well. This is so cool. And the chandelier down the center. And then the console there. No, not console. Wait, is it the console and the knives? Swords? It is. They're combined together. That looks great. Hey, can you guys see? Look at the reflection. There's a chandelier that I can see underneath. Is that placed underneath, or is that a reflection of something? Guys, is there a chandelier in the ground?
Performing scheduled patrol.
Am I imagining? What? I see that, right? That's there. That looks great. How is that there? What? I'm confused. That's brilliant, and I don't know how you got it there, but it looks amazing, and there's one on the ceiling too.
Well, I know how it was done, but if you don't know, I'm certainly not going to inform you.
Very cool. All right, then we've got ice on the walls. The ceiling is so good. I love the ceiling. And lots of ice here too, ice and snow. I really appreciate the fact that this is actually a base that is full of sunstone wall. So not covering the walls can be completely forgiven because it's sunstone wall. I love your use of the ice pieces and the sunstone shard pieces on the ground. Shard? I'm not sure if that's what they're called. The sunstone pieces on the ground to really tie that in as well so that you're covering up the doorway. And is there a doorway there? Because there's an archway here. That feels like a doorway. Wait, I'm confused.
Oh, are you? You're confused. How unexpected.
This is directly next to the doorway here, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so this is actually outside of the archway, and this is inside of the archway in here.
Yeah, she means alcove.
Which I feel like we're not meant to enter, because he has done an expert job of blocking off the amenity in there. Beautiful. And also in here, I assume you've blocked it off on purpose, so we won't go through. It's just part of the wall, you know? The only reason I know it's not is because I know the base, not because it looks like there's a room there. It doesn't. It's really well disguised.
And at the end of this base tour, unlike what I normally do, which is go and check every other space to make sure I hadn't missed anything, I'm pretty sure I never came back to these alcoves to double check. So I may have missed rooms.
Oh, I love how you've incorporated the piece with the stone. I need to know what this piece is called. I've never seen it before. I'm so curious. But I like how you've incorporated it with the amenity. It looks like they're meant to be together. It's really good. And the teleporter looks good too with this archway over the top. It feels enclosed on purpose. Look at that. That's beautiful. Ah, and the lamps. I love the lamps at the entryway there. One thing I hate about the lamps, though, is the piece on the bottom of it. Can you see how it's slightly lifted up from the ground? It's got snow on top, but the underneath looks like pine, like wood. I wish that wasn't the case with this base piece. We can't do anything to help that, you know, we're stuck with the piece. But I wish that the game, that when they had created this piece, they hadn't have put that in quite like that it was nice and flush with the ground with snow. But I think it's a good use of them nonetheless. It looks like you have also intentionally blocked off the walkway. Oh, hello! Hello, little bot!
Performing scheduled patrol.
I mean, I've heard you talking this whole time, but I didn't see you. I've just seen you. He probably was floating around and I just didn't notice. I was admiring the base. Okay. Technically, he's part of the base, but we're not going to mention that.
Patrolling for intruders.
Okay. I like the way you have blocked off the doorways. It's enclosed. Like, I can't see a gap. It's very well done. This is so nice. I've got to stop saying nice, or future Laura will do that thing again.
What thing?
Nice, nice, nice. Oh, and this here looks great too. That's so smart. It looks really, really, I don't know, perfect. It's a larger piece. It goes underneath the natural piece on the ground. Is that what's happening? That looks so cool.
Scanning island perimeter.
I would never have thought to do that, but it looks like you've clipped it to the flat piece of sunstone floor, and this curved piece that's here as well naturally goes over the top of it. So it's gone underneath the black and over top of the sunstone. That's amazing. That is so smart. Well done. All right, since everything else is blocked off, also very nice job with the banner. Since everything else is blocked off, I feel we go straight through the middle.
Patrol. Performing scheduled patrol.
Just... I'm only a little speechless, okay? I almost don't want to go in. It just looks so good. How? That is a ceiling piece. How did you do that? Okay, now I'm thinking that he absolutely put the chandelier underneath the floor. Can we put stuff on the underside of the flooring pieces in here that are see-through? That's so beautiful. That is beautiful. Doesn't that look amazing? It's like a galaxy pool.
Performing scheduled patrol.
How? Come on! How did you do this? This is beautiful. I love it. Is there a piecing game that I don't know about? No, I'm so sure that you have clipped that onto the underside of the flooring there. I need to experiment in my base because I didn't know you could do this. That's so cool. Has anyone ever seen that?
Patrolling.
Mm-hmm. At this stage, I think you're the only one who's even the slightest bit surprised.
Dude, and the way you've got the sunstone going around it like it's surrounding it like a pool, and then having snow as the normal ground, so there's a clear path to follow. Just amazing. I love this. I love this so much. We can see there's a path down the side here, but I want to look here first. It looks like, oh, all of your, are they called trophies? I'm not sure that they're called trophies, but all the forms that you can get from Anniversary for completing all of the different missions. Oh, I love it. Ultraman looking sinister. Are the and you've got consoles. What, are they like trapped?
Greetings, visitor.
I love this. This is so smart, cool. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love the way they've gone up in size as well. We're getting really large ones over here. He's not looking too happy, Trigon. Wouldn't be happy, you know, if you were trapped in the Sunstone base by Superman, which is what it feels like it is. I love how you've utilized the lamps inside of the keyboard. You've got the barrier going across. Oh, it looks so nice. Oh, it looks so nice. I feel like I'm standing in a galaxy. Okay, we need to continue this level. Okay, so let us take this path, because I feel like this is the way we are meant to go. Here, I love this piece on the floor. I need some of these. Look at the, oh, you can kind of see. It's supposed to be like a small room with a window out to somewhere, or a portal out to somewhere, which it looks like it's still somewhere with Sunstone. I really love that too. It's a nice little, I don't know, feature. And the way that you've got these blue crystal pieces of the Sunstone at the doorway looks so nice too. Oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, follow the path back out. I could see that you have even taken care to make sure you've got snow and things underneath there and behind, so that when I go up the staircase, I assume that I'm going to see that and it's going to look intentional. Yeah, see? So that I'm not seeing nothing. I'm seeing the snow, which is very, very smart. I think it looks like this that's here is meant to be, obviously, the portal. I really love how you've incorporated ice pieces. Whatever this blue crystal piece is that I love, and sunstone pieces on the ceiling. And the sunstone chandelier looks amazing too.
Greetings, visitor.
We can see Harbinger over there too. I'm curious what's upstairs, but we're not getting ahead of ourselves, okay? That's not something I would do. I really love how you've put the snow down so that we have a clear path with this sunstone. It's very, very good. Is there anything here that I've missed before we go in that doorway? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's so good. Hello, little, is it T-Sphere? Hello, T-Sphere. There's a lot of tech just floating around in here. Don't scan me, I'm Wonder Woman. Kind of. All right, let's... Oh, I see green!
Greetings, visitor.
Let's go in! Ah! Oh, it's beautiful! Ah! I love this. Okay. I love the use of the new Genesis plants in here. I think that looks amazing. I love the little bottled cities that I can see floating around in here. That makes sense. And they look so good. Oh, and it's like you've grabbed a whole bunch of pieces and it's kind of subtle, but it looks just beautiful. What is that? Hang on. That's not there, right? That's... you put that there, right? That's not a part of the base.
Aw, look at that. You're correct for once. You must be so proud. It's not part of the base.
The wall usage again, very good choice. Also, these pieces on the ceiling in here, I love this too, the way it's made that, one, the doorway, and two, the way you've kind of got it going through the wall pieces so it seems really like it's been here a while, you know, like the stone and crystal had to make its way around the walls that were built in. This is beautiful. This is my favorite. Oh, that's smart! You used a puddle piece for the floor and then put new Genesis pot plant things around it so that you could enclose it appropriately and you wouldn't have to use an actual pool that they have. And also, it's very square, which a lot of the new Genesis things are in pots that are of a very specific shape, and that feels very, very appropriate. I love that. I'm a little bit of a sucker for a waterfall. Not gonna lie. So this is beautiful. This whole base is insane. And this sculpture, this is the first thing I saw. I don't think I even mentioned this sculpture in the middle. Just looks appropriate. It looks so good. It draws back to that one that you've got floating above the Starfield window that's on the ground. I love this. Oh, I don't want to leave this room, but we have to. There's more base to look at, guys. But just, you know, one more little look. It's so good. Oh, I love it. Oh, such a good job. Okay, let's move on.
Scanning island perimeter.
I think we should go upstairs. I feel we should go up over this side and work our way around to the balcony, so we'll do that. Head up this staircase. Once again, we can see the snow and stuff underneath. You haven't left nothing there. I really appreciate that. It's a little subtle piece that actually makes it feel more cohesive. And even if people don't notice it, they won't notice the lack of it either. So I like that. Also, these. I hate this piece. I think I've said on a previous video where someone else built a Superman base. These pieces I hate. But both of you have utilized them beautifully, and now I feel silly for hating them as much as I did.
Patrolling for intrusion.
Because that looks so cool. Especially like the way it's around the corner there. That's a beautiful placement. Love that. And these ones too. Very nice. Then we've got another archway built from multiple pieces. Pieces that I previously hated and now I like them a little bit more than I did. Hello, Harbinger. How's it going?
Scanning island perimeter.
Oh, I love the view from here with the chandelier in the background. I love the way you've surrounded it with those crystal pieces as well. Are they sunstone?
Patrolling for intruders.
You've got a lot of circular going on. Like, you've got the circle down there, the circle up here. You've got the chandelier in the very front room. You've got the new Genesis planters that are downstairs.
Greetings, visitor.
I very much like... How? How are you doing these things? Superman is outside of the window, guys! I'm gonna have to play around with my base and see what I'm able to place outside, because I had quite a bit of trouble the first time I was trying to place a lot of things inside of the Sunstone base, because there are places that say you can put something and they turn green and you go to save it there and it will not allow the piece to sit, and it's really frustrating. And I kind of gave up at a point. I was like, well, there's no point trying to clip things around pillars, no point trying to put these things on these walls because there's no place to put them and it won't stay. But I didn't think to fiddle with this. That's amazing, and I love it so much. Just beautiful. Oh, that looks great too. That's the lamps, right? So you've got the V shape of the two sunstone pieces that are going up from the ground. The V shape of the two pieces coming from the ceiling into the pieces that are on the ground. You've got the two large flat pieces either side. You've got a bunch of the flat sunstone pieces going around the base. So we're meant to do this, guys. We walk around here past Superman that is out of the window, and we come up here to this. This is the 31st century table, right? That you have turned a particular direction so that the flat piece that goes down to the ground can be used as the ramp to go up to here. Then you've used the lamps all the way around. How did you do the lamps? Are they sitting on the floor? They must be really tall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those aren't the lamps.
And then you've got these shards at the side as well. Are they the backs of the throne? They look like the piece from the throne. Is that the throne? I feel like they're thrones. I love it. And look at the Superman symbol coming through. You've obviously clipped the, is it a console? I think it's called a console. The Superman console piece underneath so the Superman symbol goes on top and through the table. You're a genius, man. You're a genius. Ugh, and I thought you did amazing with your previous base. This is also amazing. So many amazings. You know? And there's Superman's cape. Is he storing it there so that he can remember what has been and not make the same mistakes of the past? Perhaps. And of course the bottled city there. Then you've made another archway. I see black. What's this? Oh! You've hidden a vendor. Okay, so if I didn't go silly and start climbing things that I shouldn't, that's hiding the vendor in there, which is brilliant. And then you've got these pieces arching. I love the way you've taken the big, fat, flat pieces and then shoved the taller shards into it, giving it 2 dimensions of height. Very nice. And then, of course, it arches over the top like another doorway, which I love. And can I just say the floor pieces you've used are beautiful. The way you've got the sunstone sloped pieces right up against there, and then all of the sunstone pieces coming down until it reaches snow, is just amazing. It looks great. And these pieces along the edge, too. It gives me a real jagged feeling. Like, it's not following the nice, straight floor that it's attached to. It's just so good.
Patrolling for intruders.
It's just so good. And look, I love this. I love this. It looks so nice. Okay, over to the balcony. Let's go. Under the archway, we have more shards and snow and shards and sunstone. And all the snow across the ground is beautiful. The sunstone piece is just here too. You really have left none of this top bit of floor exposed so that it looks really, really natural. Like it's naturally that shape. I really love that. It is such a good job. Oh, I love how you've used the hidden House of Legends door there to keep that completely enclosed. That's really smart. Because otherwise you're potentially going to have a gap. That's beautiful. Okay, and then you can kind of see there's even a different color to this bit of snow where we're meant to go through the door, which is clever, and I love it. Okay. Let's go through. I love the ice shards above the door too. Very nice there. All right, let's head through. Oh, look at all the snow. Oh. There's a flag out on the... Oh, is that how you got the bird? That's totally how you got the bird out here, right? Look at that! Ah! Amazing! And the flag. This is so clever. And what have we got down here? Oh, we've got the... Of course. Oh, I love the fog across the floor. That really gives it a good feeling, doesn't it? And it's better than putting the snow down. Also, the pieces you've used across the sides to make it look like it was like in its hanger. That's so good. And the console. Ah! That's beautiful. So, even though this has a portal right in front of it, and the other door for it is blocked off, I did a quick shot through this door and a shot through that door with my bow just to check if there's anything inside. This one is empty. Okay, so we don't need to go through there. But this one, I saw colors. So, we're going to look in this room. I will say I'm very sorry because up until this point I really thought we weren't meant to go through here, but I didn't want to leave without checking all of the spaces to make sure I hadn't missed anything, and we can actually go in here. I'm guessing that the portal is supposed to lead to here, but I don't know yet because I haven't been inside. So, let's go and have a look. See, we go past the ice and there's a door! An electrified Superman door. The way you've blocked this off is really clever too. Alright, let's go through. Okay. Oh, wow! You've turned them to their side, and you've put them in a rainbow pattern. I love it! Oh, I love it so much! Doesn't that look amazing? I love how you put the crystal on the end with the console. Oh! I have never thought to put these pieces facing sideways in a row like that. I always have them facing me with the console section of them facing me at the front, and then I clip them together close enough that the barrels are this close together, but that the front of them is sticking out and the two pieces are sticking out the side panels. This is smart. I love this, and I can see you've also hidden a console inside of there very expertly. This is amazing. I love it. It's so colorful. And I believe you've got every single one there, which is lovely. Okay, let's keep looking around this room. Oh, you've got the crystal pillars inside of it. That is so smart. I love that, the way you've utilized it that way. I've never seen anybody put those crystal pieces in there. That is so clever. They're the right height and everything. Really looks like storing some kind of kryptonite. And the way you've put this crystal piece on the end as well, I'm curious what it's meant to be doing. I feel like there's a reason for it, you know? It's brilliant. Just looks awesome. I love this too. The way you put these crystals around the outside of these pieces of tech, like you did it with the Harbinger, it looks great. And the way you've incorporated that third world piece of technology in the center there. I've never thought to do that because I thought those two pieces of technology looked too vastly different from each other that they wouldn't look good together, but they look good together. Especially because the way the blue light in the center that's kind of going up in the shape of, I don't know what you call it, two different cones or an hourglass, kind of seem to be pulled up by it. It looks like it's very intentional. I love that. I love it. It's so good. Then you've got, oh, are you putting, oh, I see. So you've got a console here that's like incorporated. It looks like it's part of everything here, which I love. And then you've obviously put your like pedestals with their, I want to say awards, but it's not awards. I can't remember what these are called, guys, but the pedestals are inside of these, so you can see the little item floating, but it's like it's a museum or something that he's preserving. I absolutely adore it. It's so good. And I like the progression of them, too, because this one's the best one. Right on the end. Also, why does he have a Crime Syndicate coin? Why does he have the coin? I'm so curious. Because it feels like everything you've done is very intentional. And so I'd like to know. Oh, this is really good. Darn it, you're making it hard for me to choose places that I like the most, I'm going to say, but this is very nice. I believe we have looked at everything inside of this base now. I did do a quick run around to make sure I hadn't missed any places. I don't think I have. Feel free to correct me, okay? But for my own, I mean, I think we all know me well enough now, right? We all know that if there's a spring area, it's going to be my favorite, particularly if it has a waterfall, because it's just so beautiful and serene and peaceful, and I love it so much. This is my favorite thing that you have done personally for myself. But my favorite thing that you've done that I think is so creative and clever is this. Clipping that piece for the ceiling underneath. It's just awesome. You have done an amazing job. I love your bases. And I love both. And I can see how good of a job you did when you didn't have a Sunstone base, how good of a job you did creating one, because that was amazing, but I will say, this is amazinger, which is now a word. It's just beautiful. You should be so proud of yourself. I am certainly going to nab some of these ideas and experiment with this because I want to do this exact thing because it's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to tour your base. Vanguard Svperman, I appreciate it so much. And I'm so sorry it's taken me this long to have a look because honestly, I am a very busy person. And I have other people who want me to do base tours and I'm trying to do them in the order that they were requested. And also if people have multiple, I'm trying to make sure I cover everyone, at least one base, before I start going through multiple, which hasn't worked out for every time because some people are on different consoles. If I'm recording on one particular console, it's a bit of a rigmarole to unplug and replug because my computer has a hissy fit every time I swap over something in my capture card. So I try to record on the same console for a few videos before I swap to another. So I'm doing my best, but I really appreciate that you allowed me to look through your bases. They are beautiful and you have done a great job. And hopefully, if anyone else is interested, this gives them some good ideas also. It certainly has given me some good ideas. You are the best! Great job. Have a good one, guys.